Styles, it's your turn.
Mm-hmm.
So when the arrow pointed to you, what did you want to watch this week?
The Hateful Eight.
Which I am so happy for.
Yeah?
I mean,
yeah. Well,
I'm a
you
Western
love Westerns,
guy. I love Westerns.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Well, where does that come from, by the way?
Maybe watching it with your grandparents.
It could have been something like that.
Yeah.
But they were so much more game shows. So I don't know where the fuck that came from.
Because you are outlaw.
Yeah. I just thought it was so cool, like the storyline.
Yeah.
Not so much the like I always say, the graphics and all that stuff. It wasn't that.
Yeah.
But it was just the storyline of some of them shits was sick.
Definitely.
I do a lot of shit with my pops, like play catching, know what I mean, fishing and all that. But I did watch Western. Like
Western.
Is that right?
You said now to watch Western.
Are we talking like John Wayne? We talking
all
like
that.
all of them?
that.
John
Definitely back
Wayne,
then.
Clint Eastwood, all of them kind of shits.
High Noon?
Mr. Phillips was
All
the
of
first
that.
to put me on Howard Stern.
Really?
He used to give us a lift up the hill sometimes when we were running late.
Yeah.
And Howard Stern was on the radio and shouts like, yo, this guy is nuts.
Yeah.
Howard Stern,
nuts.
famously not a cowboy.
No, not, but it's like that, right? Remember?
He was on that. He was on that shit early.
Early, dog.
Junior high school.
Yep.
Technically, he was a cowboy, a radio cowboy.
There you go.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you stretch the definition of the word, then yes.
Yes, he was.
And P, where does Westerns come in for you? Like, what appeals to you about them?
The storylines.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, the storylines.
Everybody got a gun in that town, right? But they'll throw their fists.
Yeah.
And the wooden furniture breaks up so easy when you hit a nigga and he fall over the furniture. That whole couch shatters. Everything is crazy.
You know what it is too? Like you
The
said,
whole bars, dog. Like, yo.
I think a lot of old
was
school
fire.
movies, they embody principles that it's just raw principles.
Yeah.
Whether they're right or
even though they
wrong.
all had guns, they wouldn't shoot you unless you did
something crazy. Other than that, bar fight.
Yep, bar fight.
I love a bar fight. I'm a black belt in bar fighting. No other fighting. Just bar
Not in real
fighting.
life. I hate them shits.
Yeah.
I can't
You
take
good
it.
at it though. You was.
Nah,
you was.
nah, dog.
That's the thing you're good at that you don't like.
Well, listen, they're dangerous, though. You don't know where it comes from.
P got the crown in bar fight.
Yeah, he do.
I was good at bar
A
fighting.
whole bottle of liquor. He hit somebody with a bottle of
Yeah,
liquor
he
that
do.
never opened.
Yo.
Yep.
He could have sold it back.
Yeah.
Just wiped it off and sold it back. It's crazy.
Like, Styles is where? How the fuck win?
Yo.
Crazy stories.
Listen, you guys are all like,
Look how we doing now, man.
yeah.
That's right.
Sell fruit and veggies.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are all 50 years old. I don't
Come
think.
on, Lord.
Yeah, no. You proudly so. You guys are killing it. Yeah.
Why you gotta rub that? Why you gotta?
I'm not. No. I don't mean it.
with the movie.
It's not a pejorative. I'm complimenting you.
You better say this movie is 50 years old.
Yeah.
Or something.
No, but
come on.
I don't think any of us want to say that like we're old heads, but I think we all appreciate a certain level of like class and sophistication and morals and values like that.
Where you want to live good and like good shit and want to.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I do appreciate how old I am.
Yeah.
You shouldn't still want to eat SpaghettiOs.
No,
Yeah.
no, but
That's the point of life, though. Be honest.
Saying how old you are?
Yeah,
hell
because you know why? Because you
I'm
shown.
not mad at it.
No, not you.
not
Yeah, but I'm
you.
just saying.
Niggas
No,
30.
Facts.
I'm talking
And
about
doing
like
better.
I'm talking about the world concept is mostly that if you don't live life when you're young, you didn't live life.
Nah, nigga, let's.
When the point of life is to get old as you fucking
Black
can.
people, we
really
black,
starts
Nah.
not sound
when you
corny.
get
We
old.
need to start normalizing getting old.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah.
like we make it so like we you're supposed to die at 30 and
So
all that
many
kind of
of us
shit.
that
Get
don't
the
get old,
fuck
yeah.
out of there.
Yeah.
There's a great philosopher, man. Her name was Wendy Williams, right? Wendy Williams said, "Yo, you know why?" She said she tells her age. She said, "Cause look what she accomplished." She always say, "Look what I accomplished." That's why I tell people how old I am. Like, people really don't want to say how old they are because they at a certain age
nothing.
and they didn't
I'm
nothing happened yet.
65.
They're still at the starter
Yeah.
age, the starter kit stage
at the
of it.
newspaper.
Yeah.
I live in the shelter.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's why you don't want to
Yeah,
say.
that's why you don't wanna say how
No,
old
you
you are.
won't. You ain't promised tomorrow. That's you. You ain't promised tomorrow. You better try to get old as you can.
Yeah, man, it's dope getting
If
old.
possible, ain't
Yeah.
nothing wrong with that.
But I
What do
think
you
Get
guys?
old.
30 what?
Be flavor.
30.
Yeah.
No, I'm 44.
How about you, buddy?
But
How about you, buddy?
yeah.
I'm 40.
Yeah.
40,
Yeah. Although I'm 41 next week.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Happy birthday. To you and to Dan.
Question.
Come
Yeah,
on, man.
You messed up my thing. I
Oh,
was
I'm
about to say how old is Dan?
Yeah.
Next week?
Next week.
I don't know.
Are we
We gotta go to
recording
Red
next week?
Lobster.
Yeah.
Sizzlers.
We gotta go to Sizzler.
You gotta bring them
Tony
Sizzlers.
Oh shit!
But I think we all like have a spirit of a different time where it was like, yo, people were classier, people had like a certain understanding of how to operate. I think we can all relate to guys who were like, when I pull up into town on my steed, I have a moral code, right? Do you think that the generation that is like running things right now in their 20s, 30s, for whatever it is, whatever running it means, do you think that they do not have the same moral code as you live your life by?
Hell no.
All right, I can answer that.
No, they
I
can't.
was gonna wait.
There's no way. They got shit is a lot different.
Big
Way
facts.
different.
Enormously
They have
different.
no respect, no kind of nothing.
But isn't that what everybody said when we were growing up?
No. I hate when people say that shit. Nah, you was the same way when we had little values and codes
His
and
moms
morals.
His moms could send me home.
Absolutely.
His
Yeah.
moms could
Yeah.
reprimand.
Motherfucking right. You feel
This,
weird
that, other-
cursing
it
in
was
front of
shit
somebody's
like
mom.
that. Yeah, it
Yeah.
was
Not to
things
sound
like
no
that.
corny and shit, but
You know
yeah.
what I mean?
Forever
You see anybody's moms, you run
She's
it,
Miss Styles, Miss
run it.
Phillips. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
Forever.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
These people saying
Yeah.
hi by their first names and shit.
They
Like,
would
what?
just do
No.
crystal meth in front of your mom
Crazy.
right now.
Nah, dog.
We would run all the way 88 blocks if we even saw somebody's
Yeah.
moms and we just smoking weed.
Word up.
And eventually
So it's
got legal.
Definitely
But
not the
these
same.
new kids don't give a fuck. They pants is, they got big guns and
And that's and if they do give a fuck, it's because your status. It's because they respect the artist you are or whoever. Like,
they
but like say a
respect the
regular
level
person,
of violence you might do.
and violence too.
That's what it kind of goes to two things. One, it was different growing up because technology wasn't as advanced.
Yeah, we had to use whatever we had.
Like you got to think about it.
There's no iPads.
The first thing we saw,
routers.
like we live at probably a generation of the first group of 50-year-olds that seen, I mean, throughout lifetime, that seen different eras of things happening. So we seen when it wasn't no cell phone, when it wasn't a beeper. So to be able to be alive at this time, relevant, up to date, and count, you've been through mad shit.
Blessing.
You see, you've been through the quarter in the phone booth. You've been yelling at the window, knocking at the door.
We was the ones that watched the Jetsons, then turned into the
To the
Jetsons.
church, nobody's ever been through that
You see
experience.
FaceTime
That
with fucking Elroy and them.
Yeah.
facts.
Now we call each other on FaceTime. They don't fucking even know about that. shit.
Yeah.
Sure.
So
We
we've
thought
been through that.
it's never gonna happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they made the world a disrespectful place because when you make your name by word of mouth and that shit spreading around is way different than when a
harder.
nigga
Yeah.
when a nigga look you up and log you up
just
and
the
pull
way
you up.
have to do business now. You can electronically speak to executives. We had to go where they was at. We had to wait for them to come downstairs.
you ain't lying.
We had to rash the DJs.
Yeah,
we had
man.
to be everywhere.
Yeah.
We had to fucking take the train to Brooklyn to the
Big
studio.
facts.
They
Big
got the
facts.
studio. They got millions of studios on their phone and their crib or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That shit is totally different. It's a whole different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you can't compare it. So they don't because it's kind of fucked up. It's
Because
fucked
they
up
don't
for them.
have to.
It's fucked up for them because they don't have to follow the rules or principles. Because when you're in danger for doing something, means more than when you're not in danger. So I could cyberly harass you because I may not
no
never see you.
consequence.
No repercussions.
I could
There's no
make my
consequence.
rep
Yeah.
totally
Yeah.
here online. Back then, if I harassed you, it had to be physically
Yeah.
in person
Yeah.
with me willing to take the risk of you being able to fuck me up
Yeah.
or me being able to fuck you up. And there was no middle line. Like, so kind of how time flies takes certain shit away. And that
Listen,
just is what it
All
is.
of the kids is fucked up a little bit, even our kids, our
Yeah.
own kids, because they're given more.
Sure.
We didn't, for one, they didn't have the shit that we could give our kids. Our moms and them couldn't give it to us because it didn't exist.
Yeah.
And the other part of it is it ain't their fault
Yeah.
for a little percentage of it. For them not to know how we had to grow up, it ain't in the library. It ain't nowhere. It
Yeah.
ain't,
'Cause
if
that's
you, if
gen-
they don't
that's-
have the kind of parents like
I'm going
us
for-
that's
I'm
just
going,
telling you
I'm
shit.
going Uber Black. Give me 1 second. That's a pat on the back for ourselves because we're a generation of people who knew, all right, we outside, we in the mix, this is what's happening, but you want better for your kid, which each generation wants. But we had the opportunity to make a negative a positive and switch a whole generational change, which is in one place they don't understand the past.
Well, yeah, it's a double-edged sword.
But on the other hand, it's like
and the
they ain't have to go through
fucked up parenting.
They ain't got to go through certain shit.
You know what I mean? The new punishment is going outside. All we wanted to do is give me some couple dollars for some libation and a slice or something. And let me run.
Yeah.
They don't want to go outside.
Right.
That right there shows they fucking genocide us.
With
right
technology. You know what?
Technology.
I had to call you. You had to call him. You had to call somebody to make it happen and get there.
Yeah.
They could cyberly play with somebody on the other side of the
see where it's at, see
planet.
what's going.
They can
look
feel
inside the whole video.
You ain't use nobody's slang coming up.
There. They can order the tickets weeks before.
Everything.
They can do is too
it's
much
laid the
shit
fuck out for them.
It's too much laid
with multiple different people.
Yeah.
They don't even people don't even meet people how they used to meet people.
Definitely not.
Used to meet people from being at an event together. There wasn't no fucking post up about it. There wasn't no
or ride
nothing.
the train. They meet each other there. They got cars. They got Ubers. They got fucking money.
By the way, that's if they go that far. Because I think it does stop where it's just like, yo, my friend is just like on the other side of the screen. Just real quick, this sort of does go into the episode we just did, which was The Social Network, which I think accomplished a lot of conversation, but there was a lot more that we could have done with it. I think one of the things was the definition of friend has changed, right? Like, I think friends now is just like, oh yeah, like I'm friends with this person that is like on a roster of people that like accepted my invite.
If you have a text thread with them,
that's your friend. Friend doesn't mean like, yo, pick me up at the airport, like do me this favor. Like if I'm in danger, like, yo, come help me. That's not friendship anymore and hasn't been for a long time.
No, friend is a person you do a podcast with.
Everything in hip hop, what people don't understand about hip hop is a culture, right?
Yes.
But once you make it, now you're an artist in hip hop, which now becomes a business. When you're doing business, and any business in the world, they exclude hip hop like it's some sort of business that lives on an island that doesn't work like a business.
Right.
It's a fucking business. They think we all live in some certain community with each other, know each other,
We
have
all tight
contacts with each other.
Yeah. Right.
They really think about it in a way that it's actually not.
Word.
It's like every other fucking business. You go to work, does everybody at your job have your phone number, your address? Do you go eat lunch with them? Do you know what they're doing? No, you don't, because you're going to fucking work. So once you're an artist, people they just look at the artist aspect of it, but not like you're an actual businessman.
Mainly
you're an
hip-hop,
actual
too.
brand. Yeah, because it's hip hop.
Mainly
so
hip-hop.
They fantasize about what it should be, make it what they think it should be, and then expect people to be living by that. So if you're not doing that, then it like, which nobody is fucking doing. I don't know what the fuck everybody's doing.
Now?
I know
Them niggas that made We Are the World never spoke again after they left that fucking studio.
Yo.
Them niggs, that 10 minutes after,
They weren't best
Mike
friends?
returned one call.
Yeah.
All right.
No, and by the way, I just want to say this too, which is that like when Jeff and I grew up, again, this is before social media, this is before everyone had phones, before you could like, just DM, Fabulous and have him DM you back or something. Like we got to a place where we're like, we want to be a part of this thing. We want to like earn our keep in our way. And the way to do that, especially online, is not to just like say something snide behind a screen. It's to like, if you're going to say something, if you're going to like be about something, show up. So that's what we did. I think that's what separated us from a lot of people, which is that like, we would go up to Dykeman, right? There's a music video being shot in Brooklyn. We would go out there, right? You want to be at every listening party. You want to be at every concert. You want to like be a part of this thing so that like, in case someone has something to say to you, you're a real human being. You're not just like a facsimile. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like a lot of you guys are swimming around the word accountability.
Yeah.
With the internet, a lot of accountability for people just kind of gets blurred. And it's a reason why it's so different from like a Western, because when you're in a Western, you live in a small town. Accountability is huge because everybody has to play their part. The only people that really fuck up in a Western are the people who travel from town to town doing some fuck shit.
Yeah.
The new guys that come in town.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They get dealt with. Yeah.
Yo, give Johan a raise.
Yeah.